So it seems like after 3 weeks, Noah finally decides to make an actual response instead of crying on camera about how he cheated on his wife. He recently released a video called MrTlexify Lied, but it was originally named Moving On. To be honest, when I made the other video that just got posted right now, I didn't see that he made a response because I didn't expect him to make a response the same day I was going to release that video because it's been like 3 weeks. But before we go into his actual video, he wrote something in the description and in the comment section, so we're going to look at that first before anything. So in the description, he wrote this: the truth, so we can move on from this horrible situation. And since I didn't communicate it clearly enough in the video, the point I'm trying to make is that I know Lex doesn't believe that JC cheated on his girlfriend. The point is, he knew that and still tried to get him fired by sending his fans to tweet PlayStation. And in the comments, he wrote this: back to zombies soon, BO6 gameplay, and the mapping competition starts in a few days. This will be the last time I will ever touch on this BS. All I want to do is simply move on with all the facts in the place. I owe it to myself and my friends to have the truth out there and move the F on. And if you just look at the comment section for the video, you can see that nobody actually cares. He took too long to make this video. And in the comments, it's actually just people clowning on him about how one of the best zombies, group broke up because of a girl named Raygun. People calling this a next step for the Easter egg, or people just asking Noah for a tutorial on Firebow. Like, they're just asking, they're making fun of the situation, and they're just asking for tutorials because, they could care less. So it's just a comment section and a description. It seems like he's saying that Lex is lying about JC cheating on his girlfriend with her sister. That Lex knew that and tried to get him fired from his job at PlayStation by using his fans. If I remember correctly, the point that Lex was trying to make was that if everyone believed this X on everything, being Noah, JC, and Smith, about how Lex is an abuser and pedo, here's that same X that everyone believed, saying that she, Lex, and everyone else there saw JC cheat. And the thing with the fans trying to get him fired was that when Lex revealed everything, he revealed that JC was a terrible person, being that Lex told JC about the abuse he was going through, and JC couldn't care less about him, even though they were friends. And after he told him that, JC would actively avoid him, while at the same time, he jumped into NoahJ's arm to comfort Noah about how Noah cheated on his wife, and about how JC couldn't help Lex for 10 minutes to help him stay in the country, calling Lex a pedo when JC supports Smith, who supports Reagan, while Reagan was luring 17-year-olds to sleep with her when she was 21, calling JC out for supporting a pedo and abuser, with Lex saying, I don't think PlayStation wants someone who's a cheater and supports pedophiles, because Reagan is a pedophile, which caused his fans and everyone to at PlayStation to tell that, JC's doing all this. Now let's get into the actual video. So Noah made his video. It's 11 minutes and 11 chapters. The first chapter is, all he's saying is like, all the money from this video is going to a mental health org. The second chapter is him saying Lex lied multiple times and nobody in the zombies community is gonna, go talk to him or even associate with them. Like Lex then said the exact same thing a month ago. With Noah then saying that he's just here to make this video to defend his friend because of, Lex's lies. And Noah saying that the evidence that he's gonna use is gonna be evidence from Lex's video. And then there's like stuff on Twitter. Basically, Lex retweeted, saying Noah lied. And the thing that he retweeted was text conversation of someone messaging NoahJ's ex-wife about the entire thing, with Noah's ex-wife saying that Noah actually threatened her. So the messages are actually from, August 7th, but it's making its rounds now because, Noah's entire video. Hey, super random, probably weird, but Lex just told the reason of yours and Noah's split in his latest video. I figured you should know about this. That's why I'm getting a lot of follow requests all of a sudden. I'm scared to ask, but what's the reason that he gave? He said that Noah invited everyone to Texas for a third Z house in 2021, but he was unfaithful during that. I'll find a spot in the video and then I'll tell you the timestamp. Wait, so he's admitting that Noah was cheating on me? Yeah, around the 22-minute mark, he said that in the video the event happened at EDC. I probably won't watch it because I don't like their videos anymore, but thanks. Yeah, it was more than EDC, but that's just one of the occasions of it. Wait, I'm confused. Why would Lex tell people that? Noah basically threatened me not to tell anyone. Wait, so that means Noah actually cheated on his wife multiple times. So he's just an actual scumbag. Because people thought that, cheating was just a one-time thing. If he actually cheated multiple times, does that mean he's gonna make multiple videos per cheating he did? It's a long story, but there's been drama going down with Lex and his ex-girlfriend Reagan and Noah. JC and Pat all sided against him. It's a lot. Oh wow. Yeah, you're truly not missing anything. That's crazy. Well, I appreciate someone telling me the truth, since I had to suppress it the entire time and let Noah keep looking like a saint to his fans. I hope you get alimony. I think alimony-wise, she actually got 2 houses from Noah. Yeah, the divorce was terrible. He was truly the worst. Everything is alive with them. but now I'm investing in a closed emotion. Thank you for letting me know. I was legit so confused on why people were requesting to follow me all of a sudden. Well, from the looks of things, you got an awesome thing going on. I absolutely debated, but I didn't want to intrude on your life. But that's a big thing to air out to be open up on someone else's life. I'm glad you did. I for real feel better that someone is saying part of what he did to me, even if it's just his personal vendetta. Well, I hope people leave you alone and give you peace and quiet. Thanks. Okay, so this guy Noah actually is a scumbag then. Because, I thought and everyone else thought that it was just a one-time thing with Fuslie. But it seems like he might be a serial cheater and his own homewrecker. If the Fuslie thing continued with her conversations with him, then they might have actually been cheating until 2022. No, when Noah and his ex-wife actually got a divorce. And then, it might have been a 50-50 if Fuslie and Noah would have been in a relationship publicly. Because you never know, because Fuslie may have found out about Noah's cheating, and she probably kept it on the download too, because, she also became a homewrecker. With his ex saying that Noah threatened her and actually cheated on her on multiple occasions, it makes him seem worse, because he was already looking bad before, and now this is just a cherry on top. Chapter 3, 2017 August, Lex brought Reagan to the house. He was 19, she was 16, and she made Lex lie about her age to the Z house, with Noah asking how did she force him to do so. Noah then said that he wasn't forced to lie, he chose to lie about it. And I mean, how did she, really force him? The only way I see it is that Lex didn't want to be caught bringing home a 16-year-old to the house of YouTubers, so he lied to make it seem like he wasn't a pedo. Because to be honest, if I was in a content group house, and one of the guys brought a 16-year-old when he's 19, there has to be a serious talk or an intervention going on. And probably a full look at the guy's hard drive. The only way that I can see that he was being forced to was that she was blackmailing him at this point. I mean, we've seen the video, possible. It was either that, she just asked him normally, or she just blackmailed him. Because in the thing, he said, oh, she asked me to lie about it. So he actually probably just chose to lie about it. Chapter 4. He talks about Alex, who was a 13-year-old that Lex talked to. And it appears that there's some conflict with this one. So in Lex's video, he said that, when his Twitter was public so that anyone can message him, Alex messaged him first. And, they started messaging each other. And Lex would message Alex, who was a 13-year-old, about the abuse he was suffering from Reagan. In Noah's video, he shows a tweet that Alex made, and it said that Lex actually messaged her first, and continued to do so after she told him her age, saying that he wanted a friend in Ireland, and he would come visit her. In Lex's video, he didn't show that tweet, but he showed another tweet that said, Alex didn't accuse anyone of doing anything illegal. Look, either way, or whatever order you put it, messaging a 13-year-old about the abuse you're receiving from your girlfriend as a 19-year-old is just weird. This is why people go into therapy, so that they actually have someone who's a professional to talk to someone. Even Noah said he could have talked to anyone, since they would have gave him the time and day. But when he did actually decide to tell someone about it, being JC couldn't care less, and basically shamed him for it. So that probably got him thinking oh, everyone's gonna act the same way. Because imagining suffering from abuse, you decide to open up about it, and someone could not care less about it. But that still doesn't excuse you for talking to a 13-year-old. I think it was he said, oh, I wasn't anything sexual like that. But you're talking to a 13-year-old. Chapter 5. Noah said that if Lex said nothing was illegal or morally wrong as a defense, that's a bad defense. And Noah then shows a clip of himself when Lex originally released his video saying this.
In fact, the only thing I personally did to him was say this on stream. Literally all I can say about it is I'm kind of behind. I partially saw a video someone made about it pop up in my recommended. But at the end of the day, if there is anything A, illegal or B, morally wrong that happened, then that is obviously condoned at the, or not condoned. What's the opposite of condoned? Condemned. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you, Sandy. Condemned. No, but in all seriousness, if anything, any sort of wrongdoing was done, it is condemned at the highest level. It's disappointing at the highest level. That stream clip is the only public thing I ever said, aside from commenting 3 hearts on the Smith Plays video where he said he can no longer support you after learning about your actions.
Chapter 6. Noah said he's confused on why Lex said JC was cheating on his girlfriend when JC's family made him feel welcome. Which to me, this sounds like he's trying to guilt trip Lex by speaking out. Noah shows messages from Mr. Waffles, Smith, and Gage, saying that they didn't see anything at Coachella that, JC was doing wrong. And to be honest, the JC stuff is actually just a he said, she said situation. And we won't know the actual truth of it. And it can go 2 ways. It's either that JC actually cheated, and they're just protecting JC because they're peace in the pod, or he didn't cheat and Lex is just lying. Or, specifically Reagan, because Reagan was the one who made that claim, saying that everyone saw that JC was cheating. With Noah then saying that, isn't it weird that you spent an entire video saying that Reagan is lying to everyone, and then now you're saying that she isn't lying about this one thing? And honestly, I don't know what Noah's trying to go on with this, but it sounds like he's trying to say that it's either that she's lying about everything or she's telling the truth about everything. Which to me, sounds dumb, because it makes it seem like Noah's saying that you can either tell the truth or you can either lie about the entire thing. You can't say the truth in some parts and then lie about the other, which to me sounds dumb. And like I said earlier, the point Lex was trying to make was that if everyone believed his ex on everything, but the moment she said something about someone else other than Lex, that's bad, that's apparently a lie. Chapter 7. Noah is calling out Lex for using people to try to get JC fired, with, Lex calling JC a backstabbing snake. With Noah saying that JC did nothing wrong, and JC was the first person to help out when problems arise. When, if you look at Lex's video, JC is probably the last person who would help you out, and who actively avoided Lex. So it seems like Noah is taking in his experiences with JC and assuming Lex had the same interactions with him too. Chapter 8, the Minilad DJ stuff. The event coordinator confirmed that Minilad was invited by someone else, but he can't show the guest list for it. He got the DJ gig as a last minute thing at the event, which is why he wasn't actually specified as being part of the entertainment. And he never once talked to Minilad because he didn't know Minilad was there. Chapter 9. Lex said that Z House 3 didn't work out because of Noah's cheating in 2021, but then Noah shows a clip of a podcast with someone saying Lex and Smith was the reason why Z House 3 didn't work out for the year of 2018. If you're wondering why that doesn't make sense, it's because it kind of doesn't. Because it seems like Noah is trying to combine his words and this clip to make it seem like it all happened in 1 year instead of it being an actual gap.
Next thing Lex said is that Z House 3 didn't happen because of me when he was staying in an Airbnb with Chop and Pat in 2021. This house was never discussed as being an actual Z House 3 as Lex states, and ironically, Lex actually knows the exact person for the reason Z House 3 doesn't exist.
This is a sore subject for me. Yeah.
I know.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It's funny because the last thing I remember about this was the third year we were going to do it, right? We were deciding whether or not we were going to do it for the third summer.
So that's 2019?
2018. I want to say 18.
18.
Yeah.
Jack was down. Chucky, believe it or not, Chucky actually saw things the way I did. Like Z House could really be a brand.
Yeah.
It start to get like its own thing.
Yeah.
Like we're having merch. Like we could really do this as like a thing.
Yeah. So he was in.
He was also in. It was you and Pat that weren't.
What? Wait,
Dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So when you say you regret it, it really hurts me because
No,
it's like, bro,
dude,
I tried.
Lex himself knows he was one of the main reasons Z House 3 didn't happen, but he knows how much his fans care about it and chose to blame me for it to further deflect from his own allegations.
So I might be wrong in this, but this is what I understand. So Noah invited everyone to come to Texas, and they rented out an Airbnb, and that's what they called Z House 3. But then Noah cheated on his wife, and things didn't go through, so that Z House didn't work out. Lex and Smith, they didn't want to do the Z House, and that's why Z House 3 didn't work out in 2018. So Noah is the reason why the second attempt of Z House 3 didn't work out because of his cheating. So to say again, 2018, Lex and Smith, they didn't want to do Z House 3. Noah invited everyone. He got caught cheating, and then Z House 3's second attempt didn't work out because of Noah's cheating. Chapter 10. He said that everything Lex said was a lie, but he's telling the truth about Noah's cheating. Noah said that he told Lex and other people in this in confidence. He started divorce proceedings, and he stopped talking to Fousey. But in Fousey's 40-minute video, she said that she was the one that stopped talking to Noah. If you want the full story about, her video and his video, it's my latest video, which you can go check out right now. And he says that he regrets hurting his wife. But does he regret threatening her if she decides to speak out about the truth, about how he cheated on her multiple times? Chapter 11. The point of the video was to fix a narrative and not to spread hate to Lex and saying that he hopes that Lex can let people move on. And that was actually the entire video. So to recap the entire thing, Noah is potentially a serial cheater who threatened his ex-wife to keep quiet about their divorce, was protecting someone who cheated on their girlfriend and was the reason why Z House 3 never happened. Or he could just be protecting his friends from slander, but either way, he's still a serial cheater. So with Lex, he's actually a weirdo for messaging a 13-year-old about the abuse he was suffering. Which in any way, shape, or form is probably the weirdest things and probably one of the worst things in this entire, drama controversy thing. And then, being in a relationship with someone who's 16 and 19 is just weird, okay? Can you not just wait? Even though, they met when they were 17 and 15, being in a relationship afterwards, it's just weird. Even though it's but people as sophomores and freshmen, they date. I mean, you look at that, and people still call out those people for being weird, even though, they're still both in high school. And he could also be someone who lied about JC and other things so that people wouldn't focus on his thing being the whole Reagan situation. Because when you look at his video, the most popular part of that video he did is calling out Noah and JC. Or he could be the only one who is potentially telling the truth about JC's cheating and is getting ganged up on to make it seem like he's actually the only one who's lying. Which, either way, this is something that we'll never know the actual truth about. And then you have JC, who is either the worst person or the best person depending on who you ask. He either cheated or he didn't. Someone to help you through a tough time, or someone who would blatantly just ignore you when you talk about the abuse that you're suffering from. And one thing I don't get is why Noah tried to guilt trip Lex with JC. Because by the looks of it, JC's family, took care of the group when they would visit. And when they would visit his family, Noah made it seem like since JC's, doing this and helping out, they're acting like JC can't do anything wrong, which is why Lex must be in the wrong. So, just to recap, Noah is a serial cheater, Lex is a weirdo, and JC is either a nice guy or a terrible person. So that's about it. If you like and sub, if you sub, you might get another video.